What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. It's day two of the ride. Day two of the ride. Y'all ready to ride? Y'all know what we doing this week. We're on the ride, so we want you to get ready for the ride. We got 2 weeks left, less than 2 weeks. It's a little more than 2 weeks. I'm sorry, because today is the 13th, so we got just over 17 days left in 2022. So we about to ride this out. We about to ride this out. And what do I mean when I say ride? I'm talking about being relevant and relatable. What's important to you, which is what we're going to talk about today. What are you developing, and then the experience. So that's the ride, y'all. That's what we mean when we talk about the ride. So let's get into it because I'm going to be very quick today. But what I told you, the I in ride is what's important. How important are you? What's up, Doc? Hey, Cap. How you, man? Hi, Miss Levon. Dr. Levon. How are you? Good morning, everybody. What I want to talk about today is making things important. What's a priority to you? What's important to you when it comes to you, your business, your brand, even in our personal lives? What's important to you? What do we place as a priority for us? What's a priority to you? Is it important to you about money? Is it important to you about the people that you have around you? Is it important about your brand, your business, your brand, getting your business, your brand out there? I was watching a video this morning, and it was an interview, and it was a football player, one ex-football player. It was interviewing a current football player, and they were talking about him and what was going on. I guess what made him leave one particular team to go to the other particular team, and he was saying how they didn't make him feel um, wanted. They didn't make him feel important. Now this was his perception of them not wanting making him feel important, because he was saying that he didn't get enough catches or get enough targets, which is where the quarterback will throw the ball to him. And I'm sitting here thinking about, well, dude, you had a game where you had over 200 yards in the first half. So you had several other games where you won games because they threw the ball to you. So what are you talking about? you know what's important to you. So we have to understand too, what's important to may seem to be important to us may not seem important to someone else, or our perception of what's important to them may not be important to us. I remember my mother telling me this, because I was talking about my business. We were talking about my business, and I was saying it just doesn't seem like people were returning my calls, and they're not calling me back, and I was frustrated because I couldn't. She's like, well, you got to understand this, Leroy. She said sometimes your priority isn't someone else's priority, and what you have to do at times is make other people's priority. You make you their priority, and the way that you do that is by showing them the relevancy, the relatability that they have in what it is that you are offering. When people can see that what you have is relatable to them, when you can show that it's important to them, that what you have to offer to them is something that that should be important to them, that they want to place that in the forefront of their mind, that becomes something that they will think about first and foremost. Because if something of let's say I'm in need of a mechanic. If I'm in need of a mechanic because there's something wrong with my car, what's important to me is getting my car fixed. I've got to get my car to the mechanic so that he can fix it. It becomes important to me. It's important that I have a mechanic in my ecosystem so that I can get it fixed. So just like if the product that I have or the service that I provide, if that's what people deem that they need is important, then that is what they will that they will actually want to have from me. So we've got to understand what's important to us, what's important to our clients that we have, and take a look at that, because we have to, as entrepreneurs, we have to understand that how we make our products and services deemed to be important to those that will buy the product, want the product, or purchase the product is going to be predicated on kind of where it is and what it is that they need. So we have to understand that. That's why when it comes to entrepreneurship, I talk about, you'll hear me talk about customer service. One of the things that makes a business, if you see certain businesses and how they stand out, is what they place a priority. Give you an example. Chick-fil-A places a premium priority. It's important to them that customer service is number one, because everybody and anybody that knows about Chick-fil-A, who goes to Chick-fil-A, we can wonder why they are as good as they are at what they do, is because they deem it important to place customer service at priority number one. So it's important to them to emphasize customer service. They do it in their training. They do it in everything that they do. Their culture. What's important to their culture is customer service. So what's important to your culture as an entrepreneur, as you're in your business? What's important to your culture? I know what's important to my culture is to enlighten, empower, and impact. That's my culture. That's important to me. I want to teach people something. I want to equip people with something, and I want to impact people with something. That's what's important to me. So you want to take today, and ask yourself what's important to you. When you're doing your to-do list, what's important to you? And I remember talking with my pastor some years ago, and I was asking him, how does he do everything that he does? He said, because, I know that he's so busy, he's doing this and doing that, and he has so many things that he has to juggle and handle. I was like, well, how do you handle doing all the things that you do? And he said, it's about priorities. It's about what's important. And he told me one of the things that he does, and this is one of the things that I've actually taken and that I do, is he said you take the day before, you want to write down the 3 most important things that you want to do the next day. The 3 most important things that you want to do. And he said, and you can't do anything else until those 3 important tasks are completed. So I want you to do that today. What are your top 3 most important things that you have to get done today? Just 3. What are your top 3? And you can't do anything else until those 3 things get done. That's how you show what's important to you. And what happens is, what you'll find getting those most important things done. You'll find yourself getting those most important things done every single day. And it becomes a way for you to be able to take what you need to get done, and you become more productive. Because that's what it's about. Understanding what's important. What's important to you. And even sometimes even what's important is your family. Where you got to say, nope, my priority today has to be my family. I've got to do what I need to do to make sure that my family is put first, because that's what's most important to me. In spite of all the other things that I might have going on, my family is important to me. So I can't do anything else. I've got to say, you know what? No, I've got to handle this with my family. What's important to you today? I want you to do that or think about that all day today. If somebody's important to you today and you need to make that phone call, call them. If you need to shoot that email to someone because you promised them that you would get something done, or shoot them an email, do that today. What's important to you? That's what we doing this week, y'all. It's all about this ride. We got 17 days left in 2022. So we want to make sure that what we're doing, what's important to us, gets done so that we finish this year strong. That's what we're doing. We're finishing 2022 strong. So we want to make sure that what's important to us gets done in 2022. And then what's going to be important to us going into 2023. We want to think about those. So it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We're rolling, y'all. We're rolling. We're going to spend the rest of this week talking about the ride and those experiences that we want to give to our clients, to those that are in our business ecosystem, those that are in our personal ecosystem as well. So join me tomorrow. We're going to talk about the ride. We're going to talk about the developing. What are you developing tomorrow? We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.